Helping people who live in an underprivileged area doesn't have to take lots of time or involve giving big amounts of money. Sometimes simple things can make a difference in someone's life. The students of Harrow International School in Hong Kong are a good example.
The school is new, and when we started the school, I suppose one aspect of the school that I was very keen on anyway was to develop links with the community in some way. As you can see, we come from a school which is relatively privileged, and we wanted in some ways the students to contribute a little bit to the community. Now, we're extremely fortunate that just below us we've got this wonderful charity called Crossroads, and initially we forged very close links with Crossroads, which we've still got, and the students go down there each week, and they do various things down there and help prepare containers and things like that. But one of our big problems was that we only had lesson slots, and by the time we got down to Crossroads and back again, it wasn't really it wasn't working very well unless we had a double slot. So I met Eric. And Eric came up with this wonderful idea of producing flashcards for students in Nepal, so that they could learn English. Basically, it's a method by which the students can be relatively creative, hopefully, and come up with some ideas. So whether it's coming up with some ideas about fruit, apples, bananas, whatever, or opposites is another one that they come up with fairly regularly, fast, slow, and whatever. They would be classroom they're props really for the teacher, and the teacher will be able to use them hopefully in a relatively creative way, and maybe the students will be able to take them back home, and it's easier to take them home than having a textbook, and they're relatively cheap. Hopefully, it's cheaper than sending a lot of textbooks. They can be reused. So it seems to be something that suits everybody. I mean, I think it suits our students, feel that they are doing something positive. They are doing something relatively creative, or, one would hope that they could do something creative. And hopefully when they get there, they're of use, and they're not terribly expensive to send to Nepal either. So it seems to tick all the boxes.
Can you tell us about what the response was from the children here doing this, the students here doing the flashcards? How did they feel? Students
are students, aren't they? I mean, but they do feel, I think, that there is something positive coming out of this. I mean, they do a wide range of things. So there's some of them are doing recycling and going around picking up litter and things like that, which is a pretty positive thing with the landfill problems there are in Hong Kong. But in this instance here, they are actually, I think they do come away slightly with a feeling that, that they have done something that's going to be of benefit in the future.
One of the things I love about this project is that I simply fed the basic idea to John Maynard, and his students ran with it immediately. In fact, they got stuck in within hours of me sharing the email with John, and the flashcards are all their own designs. This is an example of what I call remote skilled volunteering. Their time and enthusiasm were the most important thing, and by doing what they are good at, they are making a real difference in the lives of fellow students in Nepal.